Welcome learners in the series of videos on topology, and we are looking at the connected spaces. In the previous videos, we have talked about the locally connected spaces. Right now, today we will see components, that is nothing but the maximal connected subsets, and also we will see some results based on that. So what we are going to do is we will make two videos for this. So first we will take a definition and few examples, some results, and then we will use or we will do two theorems based on this connected spaces. All right, so let's write the definition for components. So components, change the color. Components, so we will define components. Also we can define path components on the similar line. Okay, so let me just write the component first. So a maximal connected subset of a topological space X, topological space X is called component of X. What is the meaning? Component of X. Meaning A is the connected subset of X, and there does not exist any other subset which is connected and which contains A, then A is called the maximal connected set, and that's called a component of X. Okay, and of course if X is connected, then the components will be singleton, or not singleton as such, whole of X, right? Because X is already connected. That we will take as an example in a later case. Okay, based on the same lines we can define path components. Okay, this is the first one component. Let us add the second one, same lines, but here we will add path connected. Okay, so maximal maximal, let us say path now, path connected subset, maximal path connected subset of a topological space X is called path component of X. Path component of X. Okay, so we added just a word path inside that. So a component is for the connected, and path component will be for the path connected. Okay, and with this, and we can prove that if you take a component of a topological space X, then we can easily show that it is a closed. Why? Because C is closed, closure of C is closed, and if C is a component, then of course C will be equals to closure of C, and in that case C will be a closed set. Okay, so let us take that as an example. Every component, remember component is a maximal connected subset, right? So every component of a topological space is closed. Why it is so? So let us take a component for a topological space X. So let us take C. So let C, capital C, be component of a topological space say X. Okay, component means it is connected and it is a maximal connected subset of X. Now what we have is, this implies since C is a component implies C is a connected set. So C is connected, and secondly also we know that closure of C is also connected, is also connected, and we know that C will be inside closure of C, but C is maximal connected subset, maximal connected set. This implies C will be equals to closure of C, and if C is equals to closure of C, we know that this implies C is closed. Correct? So this is what, and as I said, if X is connected, then of course the only components of X will be the whole space. So let me take that as an example, and that it holds also for path connected components. Okay, so example, if X is that's also hold for path connectors. Let me put path in bracket. So X is path component or component, then if X is let us take connected, then component will be that. So if X is path connected or connected, then X is the only component, X is the only component of X, because it's already connected component of X. Okay, so and converse of this, if X has only one component, then it need not imply X is connected, because that component can be the subset of X. That does not mean that X is connected. Okay, now what are the components of Q? Okay, if you ask the question what are the components of Q, we can answer that. Consider Q now. So in other words, what we are asking is what are the maximal connected subset of rational numbers Q. So consider Q subset of R with usual topology, and let us take a subset A, and let us take A to be subset of Q. So we know, or we have already answered the question what are the connected subsets of Q, right? But here let us do it again. Now we will prove that the only components of Q, that is rationals, are singletons. So singletons are the maximal connected subsets of Q. Now if the cardinality of A is greater than 1, let's see what contradiction we will get. We will get a separation. So suppose cardinality of A is greater than 1. Okay, we are checking whether what are the components. A is component we are saying. So if cardinality of A is greater than 1, then of course there are two elements in A, and since we are dealing in R, there is a law of trichotomy. So there exist two elements, say X and Y, belonging to A, such that let us take X less than Y. And also we know that between two rationals there is an irrational number. We can prove that fact. Okay, you can try to prove that if you take any two rational numbers, there is an irrational number which is sitting inside that. In fact, you can find in any two rational numbers or real numbers, there is a rational number. It is dense in fact, it's a dense. Okay, So since x is less than y, we can find a irrational number. So let alpha belongs to the irrational number, say r difference q, which is in this. So x less than alpha less than y. And of course, we are dealing with subspace topology. So if we have this, then if you take a set which is you take from minus infinity to alpha, this intersection with a, so this set will be open in a, right? Because you are writing this set at a intersection some open set in R. So this will be open in A, and you take from alpha to infinity intersection A. Again, this will be open in A, and this will form the separation for A. So is separation for A. So this implies this, if cardinality of A is greater than 1, then it cannot be connected. So the only components of rationals Q are singletons. So any subset of Q, if at all it is connected, it has to be a singleton set. Otherwise, if we have more than one point, it cannot be connected. This is how you will get the separation for it. Okay, and using the fact that the components of Q are singletons, we can make use of it, and you can deduct this. So let us take that as an example again. Example. Let us take a function. Say let f from say closed interval a comma b two rational numbers be a continuous function. Then we claim that we don't know what is the definition of f, right? F of x equals to something. We are not claiming anything about the definition of f. But if we have any function f from closed interval a comma b to q which is continuous, then we are sure we can say that then f is constant. Why so? If you have any function from a comma b to q which is continuous, then f has to be constant. Why? Because since a comma b is connected, we know that this closed interval is connected subset of R with your topology, and f is continuous. We have proved that the continuous image of a connected set is connected. This implies f of the image of this a comma b connected set is connected subset of rationals. And just now we have proved the only components, the connected subsets of Q are singletons. This implies this has to be a singleton set, and this implies f is constant. This implies, or let us write, and the components of Q are singletons. This implies f is constant, right? There is nothing special about this closed interval a comma b. So if you take any open set, if you take any connected subset as a domain, connected set as a domain, then and f is continuous, then f has to be a constant. Okay, let us put that and wind up this today's video. So we'll replace that closed interval a comma b by any other connected set. So let x be connected. Let x be connected, and let us take a function, and let us take function f from the set x to q, which is continuous, be continuous then we are sure, or we can claim that then f is constant. You can write the proof of this based on the similar line. Okay, so if x is connected f and f is a continuous function from x to q, then f has to be constant. There is no other way, or there is no option for f. Okay, we can ask the questions like what are the connected, or what are the components of, say, lower limit topology. We can ask the question what are the components for cofinite topology and various other topologies, and we can ask the questions. You can answer your questions by your own or search for that. Okay, so in the next video we will prove two theorems. First, we will show that if x is locally connected, then the components of x are open, and one more theorem we will prove, and other things we can see, and that will wind up the topics for components of a topological spaces. Okay, and then we will go for other new concept. So till then, stay tuned and stay safe.